Okay. So our next story, speaking of Cocaine Bear, Cocaine Bear is coming out this week. And I remember seeing the trailer for this the first time and I went, "What? Really? They're actually making a movie about this?" So anybody who doesn't know about this is a movie directed by Elizabeth Banks that is about a no, I should say loosely based, okay? Loosely being in quotes. Loosely based on a true story about a bear that ate a shipment of cocaine. And you go, "What? How did the bear didn't die?" Yeah, it died. So essentially what it happens is it goes on a full bore, unbelievable uh rage. This is actually Ray Liotta's last um performance before he unfortunately passed away. So um basically the article in THR goes into how they had so much fun bringing the bear to life. And as I said, this is, what it was about. Um, and so they actually nicknamed the bear Koki, and it was done by Peter Jackson's company Weta, and which actually did King Kong, Lord of the Rings, Avatar, and a bunch of other films. And they had an absolute blast seeing this. Um, and this stars Kerry Russell. Help me out here. He was in Solo.
Alden Ehrenreich.
Thank you very much. O'Shea Jackson Jr., Margot Martindale, and Jesse Tyler Ferguson. And so this looks like an absolute blast. Um, Number one, does it, what do you think about the movie? And number two, are you going to go see it?
I'll say the same thing that I said when the first trailer dropped. I have absolutely no interest in this film. I could care less. It is a film that I think I have the same amount of interest as many critics on, um, film critics have towards like MCU films. It's a movie that I just think looks terrible. I don't think it looks good at all. I don't think it looks funny. It just does not look like a good movie. Um, I hope that a lot of people have fun watching it, but this is a movie that I honestly like. I'm sure you've had this, with other movies too, David. But like, it's just a movie that when I see the trailers, I'm like, this is not for me. This, and maybe it's because of the trailers themselves, but it's like I'm not laughing at this. I don't find this funny. I just find it kind of, I mean, you can say, "Oh, it's stupid," but at the same time, I don't know. Like, uh, it's not a movie for me, and I have no intention on seeing this.
So really, um, so it's one of those things where it's so whimsical, it's so out there. It's one of those, oh, I can't believe that type of thing. Really, that really happened. And I get it. I mean, it's so stupid. It's I won't say funny because it's not funny, but I think this is a film that in 5 or 10 years, this is going to be one of those movies that everybody's going to look back on and go, "You remember that movie Cocaine Bear?" I mean, I think it's going to become a cult classic. I really, really do. And I think it's going to be.
We'll
I mean,
see.
right now in the time, I don't think you know. Um, I don't think it's going to do that well. I'll be honest with you. I agree with you. I mean, it's not gonna. It's R rated. It's not the best cast in the world. The story's iffy at best. Um, I just, it's so out there. It's like they really actually made this
I'm
movie.
surprised you said that Weta worked on the VFX on this
Yeah, they
bear.
actually did. They actually did the effects for Koki, the bear.
I was watching the trailers. I thought the effects were pretty poor. So maybe they've
Really?
just been, they've spent their time working on Avatar. I don't know, but like
Wow.
I was shocked to hear that because they look, in my opinion, they look quite cheap. Like they didn't. Maybe it's just because it's this bear doing these things, and I know that, it's not real, but it just, to me, I don't know. I've seen some social media reactions that have been positive, but
Now let me
David, did
ask
you
you, is
hear
it
that
because you
they're holding the review embargo until the day the movie
Oh, yeah, well,
releases?
I mean, that's
And
always a
I mean,
problem.
this isn't a film that,
But
ooh, it's
see,
going
that's
to
the thing,
get.
though, you have to be open-minded. You have to be open-minded when you
No,
go
no,
into
but
this
what I was
kinda
saying,
movie.
what I mean is like, yeah, yeah, but like this isn't a movie that would have been, nominated for Oscars or
No,
such.
no, no,
It's a
no.
movie that really, if you look at a lot of comedies, a lot of like infamous comedies, especially when they come out, I believe like a Step Brothers, for instance, it might get terrible reviews, but at the end of the day, then it becomes a classic. And I
Mhm.
think there are a number of comedies out there that a lot of people really love that when they came out. So reviews for this movie don't really matter. I just personally don't think it looks good, nor do I want to see it, which
Yeah,
is
no.
rare. Like usually, like if I see a movie, like I am open to giving films a chance, but for some reason, like Cocaine Bear, every time I see the trailers, I would rather watch. No, I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say
No,
it. But
go ahead,
I mean,
go ahead.
and
Now you already started
would
down
I
the path.
rather watch Jurassic World Dominion? That's a
Well,
question that I
I
have
mean,
to ask myself when I see the trailers
yeah, but see,
for
the thing
Cocaine Bear.
is, this is a one-off, right? This is a one-off, and it's one of those things where, they're never gonna make a sequel, and, Jurassic World is, dinosaurs, and I mean, yeah, so I get it. As far as it I mean, you have to go into this kind of movie with an open mind. You have to go into this thinking, "Okay, this isn't gonna make that much money,"
Yeah.
and, and that's like I said earlier, you gotta, view it like a Violent Night type of thing, and it's one of those things where, it's so out there, it's so crazy that okay. So, I mean, yeah, I mean, if nothing else, I'd go I'll be honest, I'm intrigued. I am intrigued. I absolutely do wanna go see it. I know going in, this isn't gonna be anything big, but I'm intrigued.
I think if I
Um,
remember when I first heard about the project, it was intriguing to me. I think that might have been like I was like, "Ooh, I was intrigued by it." But then when I actually saw the trailers, that's the power of like trailers
oh, well,
themselves.
they're marketing,
If you
right?
watch a trailer, it's the trailer's job to get you excited
Well, exactly.
about the film.
Yeah.
And in my opinion, because it failed to get me excited. So, um,
Well, I
that's
mean,
a very
the first
interesting.
one is, the first one's just to get introduce you to it. The second trailer is basically to get you a little more hype for
Was
it,
there ever a
saying, "Hey,
second trailer for this movie?
I don't know. I don't think so."
I
And
only
that, by
remember
the
the
way,
first
that's
two
smart.
actually.
That's a smart move.
Yeah.
But yeah. So, what do you guys think? Are you looking forward to Cocaine Bear this weekend? Are you going to go see Cocaine Bear this weekend? Um, I can you compare it to any other whimsical, crazy, out there movies you've seen recently? Leave your thoughts down in the comments. I'm dying to hear what you guys have to think about this.